Alright guys, what's up? Welcome to another MLB The Show 21 stream here on Twitch. I'm NextJGGen24 and I mean, there's no beating around the bush. There's no there's no like, oh, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. No. Okay? Simply put, this is why we're streaming today. This Mookie Betts right here. I'm going to say right now, I'm not getting him tonight. That is not happening. It's just not happening. So, but looking at this card, I mean, this card is an absolute beast. Honestly, like, this is the best hitting, one of the best hitting cards in the game. I see nothing wrong with his batting other than his bunting, but I mean, with power like he has and vision and contact and all that, you're not going to want to bunt with Mookie Betts. And his fielding is absolutely spectacular as well. His accuracy is 99, so it's going to be right on the money. Yo, what's up, FG Mega? His fielding ability is a 99, and then his arm strength is a 90, and of course his speed is 80, which is great. So overall, there is nothing wrong with this card at all. This is, yeah, the show, bros. Although I gotta say, I was a bit disappointed that it was Mookie that they went with. I would have thought that they would have gone with someone else. You know, like a Hank Aaron or a Derek Jeter. I don't understand why Mookie needs one. And more importantly, when are we going to see our 99 overall Trout? That's what I want to know, is when are we going to see 99 Trout? He's gotten one every single game. 99 Bartolo Colon with one home run. No. That would be great, but that would, I don't think that would be possible. Even when they, I don't know if you remember the moments, I don't know if you remember a Tops Now moment from years ago where he did hit that home run, and his power was like juiced to 107. It was insane. But anyway, overall, this card is a pretty good card. Not a pretty good card. This is a pretty great card. And it's great that he can also play second, left, and center. You know, that's obviously something good. So he's got some secondary positions. And overall, this is a card worth grinding. Again, my only wish is that it weren't, you know, it weren't Mookie. I wish it were somebody else. Well, and it's interesting that you bring it up. I think it's easy because we've already collected a bunch of these cards already. Like you see, I have Jackie and I have Shohei already, so I could just lock them in, and there we go. I'm well on my way to getting Mookie. You know, Manny, what's up? Yeah, I know, guys. I know it's been a long time. So let's check out which ones I can actually do. Obviously, milestones are not happening. Second half heroes, that's happening. Oh, and I should also point out you get 2,500 stubs for completing each voucher. So do that, and you got yourself 2,500 stubs. Yeah. No prospects yet. I'm gonna have to grind out the. Probably be a BR or World Series reward. Saving up points so you can play you because I did not play you in a hole. Yeah, I know, dude. I mean, to be fair, I haven't been streaming the last actually 5 days. But it's been a while since I last streamed, so Prime cards, yeah, that's obviously going to be a big deal. Hopefully, we'll get more Prime cards. Awards, we're at 12 out of, so we still need to work on that. Signature, I've only got 3 more. J-Tag, what's up? 5 out of 10. All right. Even the tops now, like, look at this. I'm 3 shy of it. How am I 3 shy? Yeah, this is. That track card better be amazing, because last year he did jack shit for me. So I'm hoping he's a lot better. Even the monthly awards card, like, I've only got 30. Obviously, there will be more, because we're going to get the July monthly awards program. Yeah, somehow, J-Tag, that doesn't surprise me. That really doesn't. I'm sorry, but that that doesn't surprise me. I didn't think so. He didn't do well for me last year, the Show Bros, but again, that's just personal preference, so only 2 shy of too shy with Breakout. All-Star, there's no way. I'm 3 shy. I need 3 more. Shame that they didn't put the All-Stars for 2021 in here. Well, by then we should have a lot more cards. Veteran, need 2 of these. And then finally, postseason, which I'm not expecting a lot. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, that's the voucher for you. So after putting everything in, and after going through all the collections and everything, I am 4 out of 10 with 2 vouchers. It's a good thing this is not solely based on vouchers, because if this was, I think I would be in a little trouble. So we'll just keep grinding, keep trying to collect cards. I mean, they obviously didn't make it so that Mookie Betts is someone that you get right off the bat. Obviously, you gotta work towards him. Just trying to see if there's anything else that I could do here. I mean, I could buy packs. Ooh, flash sale. Well, what the hell. Let's see. Oh yeah, I forgot I had some rewards here to go through. I guess I'll go with pitching, since that seems to be the theme here. Alright, unlockables. This one doesn't really matter to me. Alright. Could be any one of these guys here. Could be Josh Donaldson, or C.J. Abrams, or Tim Salmon, or Hershiser, Rodriguez, Wright, Biggio, Burnett, Matthews, Plesac, Maddox, Morgan, Martinez, blah, 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 blah. I mean, it would be cool to get Rizzo. Please don't give me Brian Roberts again. Okay, we're getting, let's see. Who is it? It's not Rizzo because it would be a left-handed glove in his, or a right-handed glove. It's Rob Nen. Rob Nen, of all people. Oh, he's going to be a very dangerous addition to my bullpen, to say the least. Yeah, I know. I'm surprised. Not Roberts. It's actually the one guy that, if any of you were like joining me, were with me way back in October and everything, when I was trying to prestige players for MLB The Show 20, you know, you guys would know I absolutely hated Rob Nen. He was like Rob Dibble, pretty much. Ooh, wow, J-Tag getting Carlos Santana, nice. Ooh, you know what? Let's see if there's anything else here. We've got a couple things here to do. Okay, well, I don't have either Turner or Joe Nathan, so that's not happening. There's Showdown. There's all kinds of missions we could do here. As you can see, I made some progress already, but that was because I was just playing franchise and Road to the Show that I managed to get all this XP, but I haven't touched it since like Saturday. Also, I guess I might as well go over the Daily Moments program. Obviously, the big ones are Justin Turner, his rookie card from 2011, and then Joe Nathan, his rookie card from 1999. Obviously, if you upgrade them, you get a Signature Series Justin Turner. You get a, what was it, a Prime Joe Nathan. Yeah, Signature Series Justin Turner and a Prime Joe Nathan. So, some cards worthy of going after. And then, of course, in the Daily Moments, the big one is Andrew McCutchen, 98 overall. You know, pretty solid card, I would say. Fielding is a little underwhelming, which I'm kind of disappointed about. Very underwhelming. But other than that, he's still a solid card. Not to mention, it's just another card added towards the Signature Series. So I implore you guys to keep doing these Daily Moments. Oh, I see. So now they're actually... Okay, so this is interesting. This is something they haven't done in previous Daily Moment programs. They're actually leaving these moments up here, so if you want to go complete them, you can go complete them. I don't know how long they're going to be up there for, but I mean, they're up there. What do you say we do this one between David Justice and Justin Bieber? Or... My bad, I misspoke. David Justice versus Shane Bieber. If the Cleveland Indians had Justin Bieber as their pitcher, I can tell you right now that's a pretty sad state for the team to be in. Probably even worse than the Mets bringing up Tim Tebow. Listen, J-Tag, I just woke up from like a 4-hour nap, and I'm going to turn this down a little bit because this is awfully loud. Alright, so my head is kind of not right now. It's hard getting up at 5:30 in the morning. It's hard. Oh, please be fair. Hey, man. Player Monthly Awards program is going to be coming out, you know, on Thursday. So You won't have to wait long for him. Let me know how he works out, because it looks like this is like a really solid. It looks like a really solid card. I have to wonder what's going to happen when people super factor him and everything. Oh shit, man. Damn, that sucks. I don't know. You may want to contact SDS about that, because that's kind of ridiculous. If 3 of your World Series games never counted, and they're 3 out of 10, that's a problem. Good. I think Clanky Ryan is a pretty good source when it comes to SDS and everything, so I think he can definitely help you. All right. Oh yeah, my team's overall is at 94 too, but I mean, I haven't put in like all the. I haven't put. You obviously can see that I have not put in. I haven't put in. I haven't put in Acuna. I haven't put in any of my other cards that are more higher rated than Trout. Actually, I'm much closer on Mullins. That's actually kind of sad. You know, I don't have Prince Fielder or Pete Alonso in there. Yeah, that too. That too. Yeah, I just wish we can get a lot more infielder, you know? Because like you said, this outfield is actually pretty decent. If you put Chipper in left, and then you can either have Trout or Cedric Mullins in there, and then obviously Acuna or Aaron Judge or Nick Castellanos, whoever you get up to a 99. I mean, our outfield is pretty stacked. I think it's infield where we need a little bit more help, because look, it's 98 best overall for, you know, for third base. For short, 98 for Trey Turner. You know, 99 for Jackie Robinson, but that's one. The rest are all 98 and belows. And then you have 399 overalls with at first base. I think even catcher, you don't even have that many either. Yeah, JT or yeah, there are no 99 overall catchers. So what the heck? Oh, I actually forgot about David Ortiz. Yeah, okay, so you have 4 actually. But left field, you have another 99. That's Alfonso Soriano. And yes, Chipper is technically a third baseman, but if you're playing him in left like I am, I mean, he's a solid outfielder there. So I think we need infield. Pitching is fine. Pitching, we've got a lot. You know, we've got Shohei, we've got DeGrom, Gosman, or whatever, all the All-Stars. Oh yeah, I better throw Rob Nen in here. I'm sorry to Wade Davis, but he wasn't going to even come close to what Rob Nen's at currently. All right, but yeah, that's the fifth, or that's Mookie Betts for you. We'll see how much progress we can make. It's definitely something worth grinding for. I'm not going to lie about that. Yes, it's worth grinding for. Just depends on what you want to do. I mean, Nation of Baseball, you could get all the prospects. So I think I had 20 out of 35. And I've got 5 more divisions to go after. So if I were to do the Nation of Baseball, I would have the Prospects voucher done. Because they're just 4 each. I guess we'll see what happens. Okay, so this is just all about getting... Yeah, I'm going after the Phillies. Not even wasting time. I hope I'm not wasting fans either. They're going to make me play on All-Star. Alright, fine, whatever. Just means I get to use Shohei Ohtani. Hell yeah. As opposed to Corbin Burns or whatever. But I tell you what, guys, I really do apologize for not streaming as much when the last couple days. Actually, the last 5 days, because I haven't streamed since Thursday, and freaking Ronnie Mauricio is going to launch one into right field. That's why I love using this card. He's just a freaking beast. But we had no content outside of the 5th inning program. There was no new content. It was like, what the hell am I doing? I'm not gonna bore you guys, especially if this showdown, like if I could get this done tonight. Or not this showdown, this conquest. If I get this done tonight, then, I mean, up until... The showdown shouldn't take me long. So it's like most of the 5th inning content that's in this is going to be done by tonight or tomorrow. What am I supposed to do after that? I guess the event, the ranked seasons, Battle Royale. I usually don't grind online unless it's for a Mets player. Oh my God, Wheeler, stop worrying about Mullins. I'm not going to steal with him. Or am I? No, I'm not stealing with him. Why would I steal with him when I have freaking Chipper Jones up to bat? Look at that. That was almost a home run. That almost was. I'm just saying they really need to add more content, like, because this is the dog days of summer, okay? Nobody, at this point, this is where MLB The Show is going to start losing interest up until we get to the World Series, up until we get to the playoffs. Like, now's a good time to be releasing something like the All-Timers program, the Extreme program. Now's the time to do it, STS. Because now that you just introduced this new collection and this new collection reward in Mookie Betts, now's a good time to be releasing them. Give something for people to grind.
Batting second, the catcher, JT.
So it's just disappointing that so far, like I said, we're in the dog days of summer, and yet we don't have. This collection is like the first new thing that we've had since the 5th inning came out. It's rather disappointing. And again, like I said, this is the time where where gamers are going to start losing interest in MLB The Show. So give us something new. You know, now that you added this collection, how about several new player programs? How about new programs in itself, like the All-Star one? I mentioned the Alzheimer's program. I mentioned the Extreme program, which I know is coming, just at least to keep us busy until the World Series program comes out. I'm guessing this is going to be like October, November, something like that. Hold on, I actually want to give this. No, you know what? We're gonna get Jerry's Familia up and running. You know, we know that the monthly awards program is coming out on Thursday, but we need more than that. Ah, Piazza, you disappoint. So, and I certainly don't want to bore you guys with like ranked seasons, which I know I'm terrible at. BR, and I already told you guys I don't want to, or the event, and I already told you guys I do not want to grind unless it's for a Mets card. And I know that seems selective, but whatever. Alright, I'm going to leave Shohei in there for now. If he gets in trouble, then I'll bring in Jerry's. Strike three, sit down. Oh, Freddie Galvis is back on the Phillies? Oh, I didn't know that. How's he gonna handle starting behind Didi Gregorius? Weird. And since we're talking, and since I just mentioned real life baseball here with Freddie Galvis back on the Phillies, the Mets. You know, this is 2015 all over again. The unfortunate part is that this is happening at the wrong time. Like, if they have a good series against the Mets this weekend, I mean, I would probably agree with you, because the Mets right now are looking like dog shit. You know, it's absolutely terrible what they're putting out there right now. No offense, none. Strike three, sit down. The fact that it's still amazing to me that somehow they're still in the it's still wait, are they still in first place? They should be. I don't think they. Yeah, they're still in first place, 2.5 games. I mean, they've gotten lucky to this point. They really have. But I can tell you that their luck is eventually going to run out. You know? But I knew that Javier Baez was not going to be Yoenis Cespedes. I knew that wasn't going to happen. I mean, I would have hoped that there'd be a little bit more of an offensive output with Baez on the team, but that clearly has not happened, which is rather disappointing. Their pitching also needs, especially the end of their rotation. I mean, Taijuan Walker, I don't know what happened prior to or after the All-Star game and everything, but he has been absolute dog shit. It's really sad to see. It really is. I knew Baez was not going to be the savior for this team, and we eventually knew that Rich Hill, for as great as he can make those breaking pitches work and everything, he is not the answer. This team has a lot of problems, and it is surprising to this point to see that they're even still in the lead in the NL East. I don't have any confidence that they continue to play the way they're playing, that they're gonna make it to the playoffs. If they do make it to the playoffs, I can tell you it will not be a long run. They go up against teams like San Diego or the Dodgers or whatever, and they're gonna get eaten alive. They are not gonna have a long run. So they need to wise up, get something going, because this is a disaster right now. What's going on with the Mets? I mean, how the frick does Jesus Luzardo, who has a 6-point ERA, how the hell does he limit you to 3 runs? You could say he got lucky, or, you know, it was just an off fight for the Mets. It doesn't matter. That was a left-handed pitcher, and you have guys like Pete Alonso, Javier Baez in your lineup, and you're telling me that you couldn't score more than 3 runs? Unbelievable. Really. So this team has a lot of problems, and they better figure it out, because otherwise, there's no way they hold on to the NL East. There's no way. Whether that's going to be the Braves or the Phillies, I can't tell you with certainty, but I can tell you that the Mets are not holding on. And that's the other thing too. That's another thing too. Like, why is it that the Mets have to rely on other teams to beat up on their divisional opponents in order for the Mets to maintain their lead? If the Mets had won games, maybe they wouldn't have to worry about other teams beating up on the Braves or the Phillies. Shohei Ohtani, absolute beast, 6 strikeouts, which is basically that he's just struck out the side in 2 innings. That is amazing. But enough about Shohei Ohtani. Really, the Mets, they looked like dogs. I hate to keep saying it, but they looked like dog shit. They really did. Their offense can't hit. Their back end of the rotation absolutely sucks. I mean, I don't know what else to say about this team. They're not in a good place, and they better turn it up. If they don't, we're screwed. So, even against the Cincinnati Reds, they probably should have been swept by the Reds. The fact that they even got away with one of those wins, and I'm saying got away as like the nicest way I could describe it, because they truly got away with that one. There's no way that they should have won on Saturday night. No way. But that's bad. That's 2 series in a row that the Mets had dropped to opponents at home. Citi Field, we're talking. This is your hometown crowd, and you're telling us that you can't win series in front of them? Attaboy, Marcus Semien. You dropped the series against the Atlanta Braves, so you just, you only let them game one game, but one game is actually kind of important right now. You also dropped the series against the Cincinnati Reds, which you should have been rallied back on Saturday night to win the game. Again, I don't understand how it happened because they should have been done. And now they just opened up against Miami with a loss. Miami's not even competing. Like, how do you lose to a team that is pretty much in rebuild mode? Those are the type of opponents that the Mets need to be absolutely eating up on, and they're not. Especially with a pitcher like Jesus Luzardo, who has a freaking 6.0 ERA. Although it's way underneath that now because of what he was able to do against the Mets. But that's besides the point. That is besides the point. We're coming up on a very key series this weekend where they're going up against the Philadelphia Phillies. Phillies sweep them. We're looking at the Phillies being in the lead in the NL East. I would actually argue that the Phillies would probably, if they can win the series, they're probably in good position to go ahead and just take the lead from the Mets. Oh my God. Boo! Stop worrying about Chipper Jones, Matthew Boyd. Stop! Okay? It's not like this gets any easier for the Mets after this. They're going to have to go up against the Dodgers, they're going to have to go up against the Giants, and they're going to have to go up against the Padres over the next 3 weeks following this series with the Philadelphia Phillies and the Miami Marlins. What, like, that's important. It's important you get your wins now because you're going to be going up against better competition in the NL West, and you better hope and pray to God that the Phillies and the Braves don't make up any ground while you're out on the West Coast. And I'm sorry, that's the scheduling. The Mets got the short end of the stick there, but it's up to the Mets to make a statement, and they need to make it now because if they lose the lead to the Phillies over this weekend, they lose the NL East lead to the Phillies, I don't think they're getting it back. Not in August. Not when you're going up against the NL West teams. Got him! I believe that was strike 3, sit down, by the way, too. Like, it's the dog days. See, I knew they were going to eventually struggle because they always struggle in the summertime. They always do. But I would much rather it happen in June or July than it would in August. August is like the last. It's like the last month of summer that you want. Or that you want to see a team absolutely do horrendously. This is a vital month for the Mets. If they're going to establish that they're going to the playoffs, they need to do it now. And right now, it doesn't look like it. It does not look like that they're contenders for a playoff spot. And, you know, Met fans could say, oh, well, we got a couple of years. We're without Jacob deGrom or Francisco Lindor. Look, Lindor was turning it on once he came, before he got hurt. But he still struggled his first half. Who's to say that when he comes back from injury, he's going to absolutely turn it up? Who's to say? Who can make that prediction? All right.
Your attention, please.
Yeah, I'm going with Jason Bay. And I'm also going to get Jerry's Familia up and warming. Nope. 28 speed, he is gone. He is gone if I allow him to continue. So, I'm hoping for the best for the Mets, but I am expecting the worst. If that makes me seem cynical, I'm sorry. That comes with the territory of being a Mets fan. We're just cynical. You know, we had hope that maybe this team would be different under Steve Cohen and everything. And I mean, at least he's gone out and gotten big-name free agents. Or he's gone out and signed players like... Or he's gone out and gotten players like Francisco Lindor or Javier Baez. But with that being said, this team is still not producing offensively. New players, but same old Mets. I'm sorry. I know I'm ranting on the Mets right now, and I'm probably repeating myself multiple times throughout this stream, but I'm just trying to make this point. This is not good.
Your attention, please. Now, juries. Leading up for the Tigers.
And I'm not hanging my hopes on Francisco Lindor whenever he comes back, or Jacob deGrom whenever he comes back. Strike three, sit down.
Third baseman.
I'm just not. This team was meant to win now. Plus, you still have to figure out whether or not you're actually going to keep Javier Baez. I mean, he said he was willing to play second for France if he gets to play with Francisco Lindor. You have Lindor. Now can you make him work? Especially with McNeil. I mean, personally, this is the way I see it with the Mets. Okay, hypothetically speaking, let's say the Mets don't make the playoffs. All right. The way I see the Mets going, they need to sign Javier Baez long term. It just needs to happen. He needs to be signed long term. I'm not talking about, the same extension or the same contract that Francisco Lindor got. No, that's crazy. That is 100% crazy. But for Javier Baez, I say give him like a 3-4 year deal, and you play him at second. Jeff McNeil, you move him to left. Or Dom Smith, you move him over to right. And Michael Conforto, bye-bye. No, I haven't done that yet, J-Tag. And I hate to say bye-bye to Michael Conforto because he's one of those true hitting prospects for the Mets, but he's not hitting now. So, bye-bye, Conforto. Maybe he could be like Zach Wheeler and just have success somewhere else. Or even Steven Matz. Matz had early success in the 2021 season when he was pitching in Toronto. So it may not be a bad thing for Michael Conforto to leave. If he can find himself with a new team and he can get better, maybe he comes back to the Mets and maybe it'll be good for him. But the way he's carrying on right now, he is not worthy of an extension. Not worthy at all. So, the way that I see 2022 opening up, if the Mets, don't make the playoffs, I see Jeff McNeil in left, Brendan Nimmo in center, Dom Smith in right, Pete Alonso first, Javier Baez second, Francisco Lindor at short, J.D. Davis at third, and James McCann at catcher. That's the way I see it. Again, that's assuming that Brian doesn't want to stay. That's assuming Brian is going to re-sign, or he's going to sign with the Giants, and there are going to be no available third basemen on the block or on the in free agency. Oh shit. Thank you, Aaron Judge.
Batting in, the shortstop.
Okay, now a lot could change, and there could be there could be off-season moves that we don't see. But overall, just the way it looks now, that's the way I see the Mets lineup for 2022.
Your attention, please. Pinch hitting for the Tigers. Number 30.
I need to get more strikeouts with. Never mind. Familia's just gonna come out and close the door. I mean, I would probably have been better off just leaving Shohei Ohtani there. All right, stole a couple fans from him. Ooh, tier 1 for Shohei. I like it. How are we doing on other progress? Mike Piazza, he's still the closest that we have to, or no, I'm sorry. Yeah, he's the closest that we have right now to tier 5 super factor, whatever you want to call it. Then Vladimir Guerrero Jr., then Aaron Judge, and Justin Turner. Okay. Wait a minute. How come when I had a 9 to 7 million difference, or when it was my 9 million fans going up against the Phillies, going up against the Phillies 7 million fans, I had to play on All-Star, but here I get to play on Veteran. Okay, whatever. Don't care. If I get to play on Veteran, that's great. Just makes my life a hell of a lot easier. That's all I can say. So, what else? I talked about the Mets. Mets doing absolutely horrible right now, because of course they are. Yeah, if I'm you, I'm probably staying off of ranked JTAG. It doesn't seem like that your game wants you to play. Yeah, exactly. Don't even risk it. I wouldn't even risk it. Like, wait till SCS reaches out to you, explains what the problem is, and then go from there. Great diving catch there, but honestly, I don't even think he needed to do that.
Leading up for the Tigers, the center fielder, Victor Reyes.
Strike 3, sit out.
Batting second, the right fielder, Akil. 1-2.
Let's see, oh shit. Strike 3, sit out.
Batting third, the second baseman, Jonathan. Go.
Keep mowing him down, Corbin Burns. Keep mowing him down. Wow. Okay, so much for mowing him down. Gives up a home run. Shit. That's not good. Yeah, you see what happens, J-Tag? As soon as I say something, the game's like, nope, now that you said it, we gotta make you pay for it. The game just hates me. But then again, I make it way too easy. Just keep going with Jerry's. We're gonna try and do everything that I can to get him to tier 4. Attaboy Guerrero Jr.
Mike.
How about how about some award races? You know, I know it's kind of early, but I mean, why not? MVP for like AL. I think it has to be Shohei. Or I think there's going to be a lot of votes for Shohei Ohtani. I think Ohtani's just going to end up being being the one. He's just like 35 home runs or whatever it is now, because I think he has way more. I think he has more than 35. He might actually have 37. I have to look, but I mean, he's just absolutely running away with it. And I haven't heard much about Vladimir Guerrero Jr. since the All-Star game, really. So I have to give the edge to Shohei. I think he's going to end up walking away with the MVP. And I mean, good for him. Because he's making something that... Oh, shit. I severely misjudged that. Severely.
Leading up for the Tigers, the third baseman, Jay Murray.
That's why I don't. That's why I try not to operate with or operate base running myself, because I make dumb decisions like that. But to be fair, like, that did look like it was going to be an extra base hit.
Batting fifth, the first baseman, Miguel Cabrera.
Strike three, sit down.
Batting seventh, the left fielder,
But yeah, AL MVP has to go to Shohei. NL MVP, I think a lot of people were saying it was between DeGrom and Tatis. If that's still the case, I give the edge to Tatis, because now DeGrom is missing a whole month of play, because there's no way that he's going to be pitching by August or by the end of August. I say early September at the very least. Spam risk. Not even going to answer. I'm not even going to dignify it with a response. Like, leave me alone, spam risk. Go away. Please don't tell me that's getting caught. Son of a bitch! There's no friggin' way! Like, who the hell is their center fielder that he can run all the way there from center field? Unfortunately, that also just ruined my a good chance that I had of taking the stronghold. So now I have to play them on All-Star again, which is fine. Not a big deal. This is the Tigers we're talking about after all. But it's like, the sooner I get this done, the better off I'll be. So, NL Cy Young, I mean, despite him missing a month, I think the edge still has to go for DeGrom, especially if he has a great September. Like, if DeGrom has a great September, then I say absolutely give him the Cy Young Award. Absolutely. But if he doesn't, then give it to someone else, because we cannot reward someone who is hurt for most of the time. I want him to win Cy Young too, but if he's hurt, if he's hurt, there's no way we can give it to him. There's no way it can be given to him. You're talking about he's already missing the month of August. He also missed some considerable time earlier this year. I mean, you can talk about ERA being low and wins and all that. You can discuss all that, sure, but yeah, he needs to be healthy. And I think a good way to really show voters that he's worthy of the Cy Young, help the Mets make it to the playoffs. Have a hell of a month of September. And go ball out of your freaking mind, say the least. I don't know what the score of the Mets game is right now against Miami. I hope that they're winning, so at least that can cancel out any ground that the Phillies can make up on the Mets. But I'd have to see what's going on with the Mets. Probably nothing good. Well, if anything, their game probably just started, so let's see. Oh God. Taijuan Walker with runners on second and third in the bottom of the first. Oh my God, that's not going to end well. I don't want to even look right now. Lewis Brinson, just no. He had that grand slam last night. I'm afraid what he's going to do here. God, it's so disappointing to see what happened to, like, I don't even know what the hell went wrong for Taijuan. He was having a hell of a season. Like, not Cy Young worthy, but I mean, this is by far one of his best. This was one of his best seasons in years. First half, and then you look at the second half, and now he's all dog shit. I hate to keep saying that, but it's true. Oh, another thing that needs to happen with the Mets, Rojas needs to be fired. Like, I'm sorry, you know, obviously it's no fair. It's not really fair to Rojas and everything. Like, you can't pin all the offensive woes on him and everything. But it's more than just the offense not coming through. It's also the fact that pitching can't come through either. Like, outside of Jacob deGrom, what good decision, what good pitching do the Mets have? And he makes such boneheaded decisions when in key situations. Like, why are you leaving Diaz or May or Familia out there for more than one inning? One inning. Why? Because you don't want to waste your bullpen? Dude. If your bullpen was good, you wouldn't have to worry about wasting your arms. You wouldn't have to worry about that. But no, the bullpen sucks. And so you're gonna make boneheaded decisions to try to get as much out of them as they possibly can, and then you overextend them, and then they give up runs. Why do I feel like this entire Mets season has just felt like they've been lucky to be in first place? No, Rojas needs to go. Like, I'm sorry, it's not fair to him, but like, I've seen enough to see that this guy is not the future of the Mets. He is basically, if he's the one that's making these decisions about the bullpen and everything, I mean, I don't need to see any more from him. I know he's going to make boneheaded decisions when it comes to that. So don't even bring him back. Do not put Met fans through another Mickey Callaway. That's the worst thing that Steve Cohen can do. Like, just end our misery now. Or end this monstrosity that is... Oh, come on! End this monstrosity known as Rojas. End it. New ownership, new leadership. Time for a new manager. Don't even waste time. Steve Cohen wasted no time getting Brody Van Wagen out of New York. Wasted no time.
Batting fifth, the third baseman, Jamer.
Just get somebody else. Clearly Rojas was just not meant. He doesn't have enough experience at the big league level. No, it should not be Mickey Callaway. In fact, if Steve Cohen goes back to that, I've lost all faith in Steve Cohen as a Mets owner if he thinks that Mickey Callaway is going to be a perfect fit, because he's not. Plus, isn't he still dealing with those sexual allegations? Like, why bring him back when you're dealing with all that crap? Did we not learn our lesson from Trevor Bauer? Actually, it's even more than... Did we not learn our lesson from Jared Porter? Strike three, sit down. Glad I was able to get something out of Shohei. God. Well, I'm not suggesting Mickey Callaway needs to go to jail. I think we need to find out what happened, and if he did anything illegal, yes, he needs to go to jail. He needs to be prosecuted. He needs to serve his time. But we need to investigate, but we need to find out what happened with those allegations first. I think isn't he still like a pitching coach for the, isn't he still a pitching coach for the Angels, or no, did they fire him? Because I have no idea. So what? We should call up Pete Rose then? Nunez, what's up? How you doing, man? Ah, crap. Not able to get anything. Oh, I am so gunned. No. Damn it. Sorry, Shohei, but you gotta come out. I hope I don't end up regretting this, but I feel like I'm gonna. I'm doing alright, man. I'm doing alright. Just doing the 5th inning showdown and son of a bitch. You know, I think it was overall a good trade, but I wish Javier Baez wouldn't have such a high strikeout to home run ratio. I think when in his debut game, it was like 2-to-1. I don't know what it is now. I hope it's not higher than that, because if it is, they got problems. But Javier Baez is just that guy that's going to either strike out, he's going to swing for the fences and either connect, or he's going to strike out. Basically, he's a glorified Lucas Duda or Ike Davis or Daniel Murphy or whatever you want to call, whatever comparisons you want to make. I just hope he can eventually get past that. Oh no, I'm sure that Brian would have been the better pickup, but obviously the Giants felt he was better. They could have gotten something better for Bryant in with the San Francisco Giants. I mean, I don't know what the trade was for that and everything, but they obviously felt they could get better from, or they could get better, something better from the Giants than they would the Mets. Again, I don't know what that is, because the Mets did offer their one of their top fielding prospects with, oh my God, if the Dodgers weren't already dangerous enough as it is, now they're even more dangerous with Scherzer and Trey Turner and everything. Dear God. I'm calling it right now. I'm expecting either San Diego or Los Angeles Dodgers to be in the World Series. I'm calling it right now. Like, to hell with the Mets or Phillies or Braves, whoever's going to win the NL East. To hell with the NL Central. Just let the Padres and Dodgers go at it, and then once they're done beating each other up, the winner, goes on to the World Series. Because those teams are stacked now. Like, I don't... You don't think the Padres have enough? Maybe. Maybe. Well, it's not like Tatis isn't going to be hurt forever, right? Isn't he back now, or he's going to come back soon? I mean, I really don't follow up in terms of Phillies will be in the World Series. And, no one expected the Nationals to win the World Series in 2019 after their horrendous start that they got off to. So it's possible. Okay, I'm gonna have to follow up, see what, or I'm gonna have to look online and see what's going on with Tatis. I mean, yes, the talent in terms of the Padres dropped significantly without Tatis. But is this a team that cannot compete because they lost Tatis? No, this team can still compete. Strike 3, sit down. Hallelujah. We finally got it done and over with. Holy shit. Woohoo! Ball in his habit pack. Alright, so now I'm stealing fans. Who am I stealing from? Am I stealing from the Brewers or am I stealing from the Blue Jays? And let's not worry about the Brewers for right now. Let's finish up on the right half of the V, and then we'll worry about. Then we'll worry about the left side. Oh no, this is veteran. So Corbin Burns, you're on. Ooh, Steven Matz. All right. And we're scoring the first run. Hallelujah. Nice. Like, it's insane to think what the Dodgers are right now. It looked like it looked like all those players just decided they wanted to play NBA 2K and just got all the best players on their team. Like, it's insane what the Dodgers look like right now. They have a very good shot of winning the World Series again. And this time they can actually make it legitimately. Why did I not swing at that? Shit. Yeah, that's it. I mean, that's basically the key for every team at this point. Even look at the Mets. They need Jacob deGrom healthy. They need Francisco Lindor healthy. And even then, I don't even know if that's enough to be to win the NL East. Same thing with the Padres. Same thing with the Dodgers. Everyone that's competing for a World Series now has to stay healthy. That's basically the goal of every team, honestly. Woo! What a play. What was not legit about last year? Well, it was a 60-game season. A lot of people say that that's not a legit World Series. Or that's not a full 162-game season. I know several people who make that argument. I'm not saying I agree with it, and I'm not saying that that I don't agree with it. Yeah, they do, F&G. God, why are you wishing poor health on DeGrom and Lindor?
The first baseman.
Here's the thing, FNG. If the Phillies were good enough, they wouldn't have to rely on the Mets being injured in order to win the division. They wouldn't have to rely on that. They could just win games. They're 2.5 games behind the Mets, so if they beat the Mets this weekend, they can be in the lead. They don't have to rely on Lindor and DeGrom remaining hurt. If your team is good enough to win the division, you don't have to rely on injuries for other teams. You can rely on your talent solely.
Leading off for the Lions, the catcher, Mike Piazza.
Oh, you know what would...
Batting seven, the right fielder, number 99, Aaron.
You know what else was interesting? How about Garrett Gurr, COVID-19? How about that? If you are good enough, you'd be in the league right now, wouldn't you? Look, the whole NL East is like, you look at these teams on paper and they should be like really, really good. The fact that they're not, or the fact that, it's not clear who's going to win the division is rather unsettling. Like, are the Phillies going to win it? Are the Mets going to win it? Are the Braves going to win it? The Braves don't have Ronald Acuna Jr. for crying out loud. And yet they're still in it.
Pinch hitting, Jason Cole.
Just like the Mets should not be relying on other teams to beat up on the Phillies or the Braves, the Phillies shouldn't be relying on the Mets missing Lindor and DeGrom in order to win the division.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I get that you're saying that it would just make it easier, but it's still relying on injuries in order to win a division.
the left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
Doesn't seem like the Dodgers or Padres have to worry about that. Or the Giants. Because the Giants are also still competing. I completely forgot about the Giants. We talk about the Dodgers and the Padres so much. I think a lot of people are sleeping on the Giants. Especially after they got Chris Bryant. So all three of those teams alone would be good enough to make it to the playoffs. And yet they don't have to rely on each other they don't have to rely on each other getting hurt in order to win the division. At least I don't think so. I mean, yeah, Tatis is hurt, but the Padres are still competing even without Tatis.
Batting seven, the catcher, Number 7.
Come on, Familia. Let's get out of this inning. You've already made this a pretty disaster, or you've already made this pretty much a disaster, and Justin Turner makes it far worse. You know what? I shouldn't have thrown it. There was no reason for me to throw it, and that's on me. Thank God we're out of this. Holy crap. Come on, Mauricio. Ooh, what a play. But it's not going to be enough. Great effort. So I'm just saying, if the Giants, Padres, and Dodgers were all in separate divisions, all three teams would easily win their divisions, without question. We wouldn't be talking about Mets versus Phillies versus Braves right now. George Springer has an arm that I'm not testing. Oh, why does that not surprise me? Figures you put Taiwan Walker out there, and this is what you get. Dude, Matt Jones, worry about the guy that's up at the plate right now, because he can take you deep. Ha! Couldn't even turn the double play. Ha ha ha. Oh, that's another thing I wanted to mention, guys. I completely forgot about this. But because of all my time off from streaming and everything, I was able to post a lot of my streams to YouTube, and now I am officially caught up. So this stream will likely be up tomorrow, but for the first time in, I would say, months, I am finally caught up. Hey, what the hell? Get that Blue Jays logo off of my Hofstra Pride logo. The hell? Yeah, get Mariano. I trust Mariano Rivera a little bit more than I trust Familia right now. So I'm very happy to see that that I was able to do that. You know, I've been behind for so many weeks, honestly, that I never thought I would catch up. But I was able to catch up, so I'm very proud of that. So now if you want to go check out my YouTube, they have all my streams regarding MLB The Show 21 Diamond Dynasty. Slider? Okay. Come on, Rivera.
Count 1 and 2.
Strike 3, sit down.
Now batting, second baseman, Marcus
0-1.
Semien.
Actually, this might take me the entire stream. Well, the reason that it's taking so long is because I had to steal 5 million fans. Now, yeah, I probably could have. Well, actually, no. I shouldn't even suggest that. No, there was no way that I was going to do steal 5 million fans in one game. It was obviously going to take two, and I went the route of stealing 3 million, then 2 million. Ooh, we got ball near the Epic Pack, so we got two. Ooh, and we got a 5-pack bundle. All right, Tigers, do not resist. Okay, so we're going to be on All-Star, which is fine. We'll just play Shohei Ohtani. And we're going up against Robbie Ray. I love going up against lefties. Hey, that was close.
First pitch, 1 o'clock.
Oh yeah, guys, I mentioned in my Thursday stream, I mentioned that I was going to try and go get my hair cut, or that this would be the last time or that would be the last time you would see me with my long hair, and I was meaning to go get it today, but I fell asleep on the couch, again. I don't know, guys, like, this whole getting up at 5:30 and or 5:45, whatever, it takes a toll. It's not like I'm even tired when I decide, oh, I'm gonna go, take a nap or whatever. No. It just starts with me lying down on the couch, doing nothing, not even watching TV. And all of a sudden, I start to get tired. I can't explain it, really. I really can't, but it's... I don't know. It's... Come on, dude. Seriously? So... I meant to go get it, but I fell asleep on the couch. Not by my own choice, well, by my own choice, but also, like, fatigue just settled over me. Dude, Ray, focus on Chipper. So I'll try again tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow I'll be able to get my hair cut. Today was a bad day anyway because, like, my dad needed to go pick up my sister in Jersey City and someone needed to watch my brother. So tag, I'm it. But I will tell you guys, I'm very excited to getting back to my afternoon shifts in September. It's not going to be the first week that's in September, but possibly the first full week. So with that being said, likely you're going to see a lot less frequent streams. Probably some on the, most likely going to be on the weekends or whatever, but, you're not going to see me stream as often as you're seeing me now. unfortunately, once September rolls around. But
Batting second, the second baseman,
it's what it is.
Simeon.
So I'm not saying goodbye, not yet. I'm actually not even saying goodbye. It's rather just a see you when I can, but it'll come later. Again, let's get through August because we got plenty of time in August to be able to grind out and get Mookie Betts and other rewards as well. So we got plenty of time.
The catcher, Mike Diaz.
Sorry, just got chills up my spine. Or goosebumps or whatever. Attaboy, Piazza. And thank you, Judge, for eliminating that. You son of a bitch. I cannot wait to use your better version card instead of this crappy live series card that I'm dealing with right now. But damn, I better get him up to tier 5 before I do anything. Actually, we'll keep Familia up and warming for now, and if Shohei Ohtani gives up a run or whatever, then I'll get him out. Strike 3, sit down.
Batting fifth, the center fielder, George Springer.
Strike 3, sit down. Keep going, Ohtani. Let's do this.
The right fielder, Randall Richard.
Strike 3, sit down. Again, get rid of that Blue Jays logo off of my Hofstra Pride logo, and we're good.
Your attention, please. Now coming over to Jason Bay.
Nice job, babe. Way to take that walk. And Mauricio is just going to ground into a fielder's choice, which I'm very surprised about.
The second baseman, Marcus Simeon.
I mean, way to beat it out there by Mauricio and everything, but, you know, if he doesn't ground into that, if he doesn't hit a ground ball, that doesn't, you know, then there's no chance of a double play. Well, not that there isn't a chance. There's always a chance, but it's a lot more difficult than turning a regular double play. You're going to have to hope, or a fielder would have to hope that the base runner is a bonehead and basically makes a dumb move and keeps going when the ball is going to be caught, or after the ball is caught.
Batting it, the third baseman, Lourdes Gurriel.
It's a sinker, right? Pitch those corners. Don't even give them anything to hit. Got him. Corey Dickerson. Oh, hello. Presidential Medal of Freedom from Trump. Nice. And you get another save here. Thank God. Alright, so just gonna go around and basically just take as many territories as I can with this side of the map. No, I'm not challenging the Brewers right away. I just wanted to get these territories here. Morgan! Hey, what's up, man? How you doing? Afric. Okay, well, what do you think? There's a prime opportunity now to get the Brewers stronghold. I know I said I wasn't going to attack them outright, but sorry, go back on my word. What a shame. Alright, Shohei Ohtani, let's do this. That's good to hear, Morgan. Good to hear that you're doing well. Ah, frick. Yeah. Yeah. There you go. Well, they're not... You would have had... Unless you were planning on doing it... Well, here's the thing. Okay, this is the way that de Blasio said that this was going to be... how this was going to work. So what he said was that the policy was going to be implemented on August 16th. But it was not going to be enforced until September, from what I understand. So you still would have had the entire month of... I mean, yeah, they probably would have requested that you show your vaccination status, but at the same time, you know, what's the likelihood that they're going to check all 20,000 fans that end up, that end up going to the game or whatever? Probably not until it's supposed to be enforced.
Number 31.
So you still would have had the entire month of August and a couple weeks in September to not have to worry about it. But yeah, I mean, this is pretty scary. And I have to go back to the office pretty soon. Like, I have to go back to work. I mean, I've been working, but I have to go back to the office in early September. It's going to be a daily thing. So, is my workplace going to require... Not that I have a problem showing it or whatever. I mean, I'm fully vaccinated. So... I have no problem showing it. What do you mean? Oh, nobody forced me to. Nobody forced me to get. I mean, my dad certainly strongly encouraged me to get vaccinated. I mean, I was waiting until they said it was my time, but nobody forced me to go get the vaccine. That was my own personal decision. Nobody forced me to get vaccinated. But I don't regret getting vaccinated. I mean, if some people think that the government's trying to track them. I know a couple of people who make that argument, and I'm like, okay, well, if you have nothing to hide from the government, then you shouldn't be worried, right? I mean, what could you possibly be hiding from the government that you're willing to not, that you're choosing to not get vaccinated? I think we should all be vaccinated. We should all be. I mean, look, I'll tell you what exactly I dealt with, but my case might be different from, say, someone else's. I mean, when I got my second... What's up, Astro? I'm doing all right. How are you? But when I got my second vaccine dose, afterwards, I was tired. I think I mentioned, I think that was one of the days that I didn't get, that I didn't stream because I ended up falling asleep as soon as I got home, which was around like 4 or whatever. And then after that, like, my right arm hurt. Like, it was sore. Just working on the showdown? Alright, man. No, I never had COVID, Morgan. Which is funny because when patient quality, what? But this was before COVID broke out and everything. And, I got sick from a coworker, and my dad was actually concerned that I had COVID before COVID broke out. And I went, I got the antibody test, and it turned out negative, so I did not have So I did not have COVID. I certainly hope I don't get COVID, but I'm going to make sure that I take every precaution necessary to, not get COVID. I don't think I can get COVID. Again, I'm fully vaccinated, so I don't think that's going to happen, but why take the chance? Now, of course, you can do whatever you want. If you feel like that the vaccine fully protects you and you don't need to get the vaccine, or you don't need to wear a mask or whatever, fine. You know, that's your choice. I'm certainly not going to disregard it, and there's you have high protection from COVID. There is the possibility that you can still contract it even if you're vaccinated, but the good news is that you're not going to be hospitalized if you are vaccinated. You will only be hospitalized if you're unvaccinated. If that makes sense. How bad is this internet? It's probably pretty bad. Oh shit. Ah, Cedric! Noodle arm! Yeah, guys, I do apologize if I'm not showing up or my face cam is not showing up. For some reason, it's saying I have poor poor connection quality, which doesn't make sense. I mean, my connection has been pretty much good throughout this stream, but it's saying that only my mic audio is being broadcasted, so I do apologize to everyone if you were expecting to see my face and everything, but oh my god. Is that Yelich? No, that was Escobar. Eduardo Escobar. You know what? I kind of forgot that he got traded to the Brewers. I kind of forgot. My stream is not showing up for you. Yeah, actually, you know what, Astro fan? Same thing with me. Like, I'm looking at it from my stream manager thing, and it's not even showing up. Well, this is not good. Guys, I'm just going to pause the broadcast. I'm just going to pause the broadcast for a quick minute, just to check out what the connection is. So just give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to, oh, great. You know what, guys? I think I'm just gonna have to end the broadcast here. If you're not seeing anything, I'm gonna have to check this out. That obviously sucks. But I guess I'll just finish up this game and then I'll call it a broadcast because I need to figure out what's going on here. Maybe it's something with Twitch. Maybe Twitch is having problems. I don't know. So I apologize to everyone for the poor broadcast quality. I don't know what's going on with the connection and everything, but as it stands right now, I am still in the lead, 6-2. Marcus Semien is up. He's in a 2-1 count. And he just drove one to left center field, and it's over the wall for a home run. How about that? It must be something with Twitch. If it is, I'm going to be upset over that, but whatever. Cedric Mullins now just popped up to left center or right center field. If I said left center, I meant right center in the previous at bat. So this one, Cedric Mullins flew out to right center for the second out, and now Chipper Jones is up to bat. He took a strike outside corner, upper outside corner. Now he just took a ball that was way outside. And he drove a base hit over the head of Eduardo Escobar into left field for a single. And now Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is up to bat. He's going to foul this one off. It's not Twitch. Other streams are fine. Okay. Foul one off, inside cutter. Slider that was outside for a ball, so 1-1 count. Again, the score is 7-2. And he takes a cutter inside for ball 2. So 2-1 count here. And he fouls off a fastball, middle up for so now a 2-2 count, 2 outs. Lauer is going to throw over to first, try to keep Chipper close, although that's strange because it's not a 3-2 count, so I don't understand that. And Vladimir is going to hit a fastball that's up to left center field, and it's going to be caught to retire the side. So 7-2 after 1.5 innings played. Now Shohei Ohtani is going up against Willie Adames. Why did I say Adames? Adames. Although I thought he was on the Yankees. I thought Adames was on the Yankees. Whatever. Anyway, he just got Adames to strike out on 3 pitches, so 1 out. And now he's going up against Omar Narvaez. It's a 1-1 count. He just threw a splitter in the dirt for a ball. And Narvaez is going to drive one to right field. No doubt about it. That's a home run. I think I'm going to go ahead and get Jerry's Familia up and warming just in case that Shohei Ohtani can't get out. So now up is Rowdy Tellez. He's going to take a splitter low for a strike. Another splitter low. This one's outside, but he swings at it for an 0-2 count. And Ohtani's going to waste the pitch. Middle fastball outside. 1-2 count. Curveball low for a ball 2-2. Tellez is going to foul off a pitch foul off a splitter. Main's 0-2. Going to foul off yet another splitter. And he's going to reach for a fastball that was outside. Grounded to Marcus Semien, who throws it over to Vladimir Guerrero Jr. for the second out.
Your attention, please.
Well, at least I'm getting my play-by-play practice in. All right, Ohtani just threw a fastball up and away for a ball. He's going up against Tyrone Taylor. Went down and I was able to get Real Muto and Lynn to finish up the grind for Ohtani. There you go. Very nice, Astro fan. Very nice. This Ohtani card is beast. Tyrone Tyrone Taylor, he's up to bat. He's in a 2-1 count, fastball up, outside the zone, and he's going to fly one out to right center field. Judge is getting underneath it, and he'll catch it to end the second inning. So 7-3 at the end of 2. Off Narvaez with the solo shot that cut the lead down back down to 4. And now Daniel Norris is in for the Milwaukee Brewers with Mike Piazza up to bat. And I'm also getting Mariano Rivera up and warming just in case things continue to go bad for Ohtani. Yes, I do have to. I was using him in this game actually, as Mike Piazza fouls off a fastball away for a strike. Norris is going to throw a 12-6 curveball way outside for a ball, 1-1. He's going to throw a fastball outside, 2-1 count. He's going to throw a fastball inside this time for a 3-1 count with Aaron Judge on deck. And he's going to walk Piazza with a slider that was way outside. So Aaron Judge up to bat now. He had a 2-run shot in his first at bat. Yeah, he's really good. And Judge is going to take a fastball up for a strike, 0-1. And Judge is going to drill one to left center field. That's going to get to the wall. It hops off the wall, and Piazza and Judge are going to be at second and third. So Judge a double with Justin Turner up to bat. And Turner's going to drive this one to left field. It's going to be caught, but Piazza is tagging. Here he comes home. The throw to the cutoff man is not in time. And Piazza scores to give my pride an 8-3 lead. And I think that will be a good place to go ahead and pinch hit for Ohtani. I hate to do that, but Ohtani really, I really don't want this to be the end for him. So I'm pinch hitting Jason Bay with 1 out in the third. And he's going to take a slider inside for a ball, 1-0. And he's going to ground one over to first. The first baseman's going to flip it to Norris, and Norris is covering is going to tag the bag to get Bay out, but Judge moves up to third with 2 outs. And Mauricio's up to bat. He's going to take a fastball middle, right down Broadway for a strike, 0-1. And he's going to take a fastball that's way high. Going to need an elevator to hit that one. And Mauricio's going to ground over to third. Escobar over to first. Side retired. So 8-3 off the... Thanks to Turner with the sac fly. And now it's time to bring in Familia in the bottom half of the third. So he's going to face Lorenzo Cain. And he's going to throw a slider outside for a ball, 1-0. A sinker gets fouled off, so now even at 1, count-wise. Slider outside, Cain swings at it for a strike, 1-2. And Familia's going to throw a sinker that's way inside for a ball, 2-2. And Cain hits one to second. Semien has a little trouble with it, but he regroups, throws it over to first, and that's the first out. Now Abisail Garcia is up, and Familia throws a sinker for a strike, 0-1. Garcia fouls this one off to make it an 0-2 count. Also a sinker that was low. and a slider low gets Garcia swinging. Second out with Christian Yelich coming up to bat. And Yelich is gonna check swing at a sinker that was in the zone for a strike, 0-1. That sinker misses low and inside for a ball, 1-1. And Yelich is going to ground over to Guerrero Jr. He's going to take it to the bag himself. That's ball game. So my Pride beat the Milwaukee Brewers. 8-3 is the final score. Yeah, I know, AJ. That's why I'm doing play-by-play. Because you guys can't see, so I'm giving you guys, like, play-by-play of what just happened. So the final line score for our game is 8 runs on 8 hits for my Pride. And for the Milwaukee Brewers, it's 3 runs on 3 hits. No errors for either team. Shohei Ohtani gets the win, improves to 5-0. Brandon Woodruff drops to 0-1, and he's got an ERA, if you guys can believe this, of 162. I kid you not, this is what the game is saying. I don't buy that for a second, but whatever. We gain 1,971 XP for the 5th inning program, as well as 18 stubs. You got Chipper, and you got Mo, and you got Harper. Very nice, man. Damn, you were busy. You have been busy, busy, busy. So what I'm doing now is I'm going to make a beeline for the Angel stronghold. I doubt that today that I'm going to attack it on this turn. I just conquered the first territory, got the second one, and now just one more territory before I get to the Angels. I lose some fans. In fact, yeah, no, I'm not. If I were to challenge the Brewers now with my 5 million fans up against, or not the Brewers, if I were to challenge the Angels with my 5 million fans against their 8 million stronghold, I'd be playing on Hall of Fame, which I don't want to do. So I'm gonna end the turn there. I mean, the servers say that there's nothing wrong for PlayStation, so it's not PlayStation, it's not Twitch. I guess it must be me then. Well, if that's the case, guys, I'm not gonna do or I can do play-by-play for you guys, but I think you'd rather see what's going on than me get play-by-play. So I think I'm going to end the stream there. So we're basically at the doorstep of the Angel stronghold with 5 million fans. If I sim to my next turn, or I'm going to skip Steel fans so that I can get to the turn or the attack phase so that I can take down the Angel stronghold with more than 5 million fans. So, but that's going to do it for me, guys. Thank you to everyone who tuned in. Even if it was only for a moment, I greatly appreciate it. If you haven't done so already, please be sure to follow me here on Twitch and or subscribe. Either one would make me a very happy person. If you're watching this on YouTube, I thank you so much for tuning in. Again, I'm sorry about the whole broadcast or poor connection quality. There's nothing I can do. I hope that you at least enjoyed my play-by-play for that stronghold game. Obviously, it's a little easy to do it with only 3 inning games, but it's good practice. But if you're watching this on YouTube, I hope that you subscribe to my channel and you turn on notifications. That way you know when I post my videos. This one will likely be going up later tonight, if not tomorrow morning. because I want to try and get it in before I have to do work. And if you want to know when I go live, you can follow me on Twitter at JeffreyWarner3. The Twitter handle for my Twitter handle is in the About page that's underneath the stream here. So go check that out. If it's not there, it's at JeffreyWarner3. So go follow me. I'll always tweet whenever I go live. Or you can turn on notifications here on Twitch. That way Twitch sends you an email every time I start up a stream. I'm going to pick up where I left off with the 5th inning Conquest map, and then I will likely do more, finish up on the Conquest map tomorrow, as well as do the 5th inning showdown. I think that's about as much progress as I'm going to make on the 5th inning, and then we'll just have to wait and see what happens with the Player of the Month program, or monthly awards program that's coming out on Thursday. So I hope to see you all tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern, or between 6 and 6:30. We'll see what happens. And until then, have a great night, guys.